I have come here tonight as an American who, like all Americans, kneels to pray with you today and will stand by you tomorrow. There is nothing I can say that will fill the sudden hole torn in your heart. But know this, the hopes of the nation are here tonight. We mourn with you for the fallen. We join you in your grief. We add our faith to yours. Representative Gabrielle Giffords and the other living victims of this tragedy will pull through. Scripture tells us there is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. On Saturday morning, Gabby, her staff, and many of her constituents gathered outside a supermarket to exercise their right to peaceful assembly and free speech. They were fulfilling a central tenet of the democracy envisioned by our founders. Representatives of the people answering questions to their constituents so as to carry their concerns back to our nation's capital. Gabby called it Congress on your court, just an updated version of government of and by and for the people. That quintessentially American scene, that was the scene that was shattered by a gunman's bullets. And the 6 people who lost their lives on Saturday, they too represented what is best in us, what is best in America. Judge John Roll served our legal system for nearly 40 years. A graduate of this university and a graduate of this law school. Judge Roll was recommended for the federal bench by John McCain 20 years ago. Appointed by President George H.W. Bush and rose to become Arizona's chief federal judge. His colleagues described him as the hardest working judge within the Ninth Circuit. He was on his way back from attending Mass, as he did every day, when he decided to stop by and say hi to his representative. John is survived by his loving wife, Maureen, his 3 sons, and his 5 beautiful grandchildren. George and Dorothy Morris, Dot to her friends, were high school sweethearts who got married and had 2 daughters. They did everything together, traveling the open road in their RV, enjoying what their friends call the 50-year honeymoon. Saturday morning, they went by the Safeway to hear what their Congresswoman had to say. When gunfire rang out, George, the former Marine, instinctively tried to shield his wife. Both were shot. Don passed away. A New Jersey native, Phyllis Schneck, retired to Tucson to beat the snow. But in the summer, she would return east, where her world revolved around her 3 children, her 7 grandchildren, and 2-year-old great-granddaughter. A gifted quilter, she'd often work under her favorite tree, or sometimes she'd sew aprons with the logos of the Jets and the Giants to give out at the church where she volunteered. A Republican, she took a liking to Gabby and wanted to get to know her better. And Molly Stoddard grew up in Tucson together about 70 years ago. They moved apart and started their own respective families. But after both were widowed, they found their way back here to, as one of Bobby's daughters put it, be boyfriend and girlfriend again. When they weren't out on the road in their motorhome, you could find them just up the road, helping folks in need at the Mountain Avenue Church of Christ. A retired construction worker, Dora went and spent his spare time fixing up the church along with his dog Tuts. His final act of selflessness was to dive on top of his wife, sacrificing his life for hers. Everything Gabe Zimmerman did, he did with passion. But his true passion was helping people. As Gabby's outreach director, he made the cares of thousands of her constituents his own. Seeing to it the seniors got the Medicare benefits that they had earned. The veterans got the medals and the care that they deserved. The government was working for ordinary folks. He died doing what he loved, talking with people and seeing how he could help. Gabe was survived by his parents, Ross and Emily, his brother Ben, and his fiancée Kelly, who he planned to marry next year. And then there is 9-year-old Christina Taylor Gray. Christina was an A student, she was a dancer, she was a gymnast, she was a swimmer. She decided that she wanted to be the first woman to play in the major leagues. Woo! The only girl on her major league team, no one ever had. She showed an appreciation for life uncommon for a girl her age. She'd remind her mother, we are so blessed. We have the best life. And she'd pay those blessings back by participating in a charity that helped children who were less fortunate. Our hearts are broken by their sudden passing. Our hearts are broken. And yet, our hearts also have reason for fullness. Our hearts are full of hope and thanks for the 13 Americans who survived the shooting, including the Congresswoman, many of them went to see on Saturday.